Hey guys, this is Steve Twomey with Real Fitness Reviews. I want to talk to you today about my review of P90X3 versus T25. First of all, my wife and I have been doing the Beachbody Workouts for a couple years now. Probably about 2.5 years ago, when we were pregnant with our son Landon, we tried doing Insanity for for the first time. And I'll tell you what, when my wife gained weight with the baby, as obviously as the baby's growing, I gained sympathy weight. While we were, during the pregnancy, I was like, you know what, I'm gaining too much weight. I need to figure something out so I don't, put all this weight out, keep all this weight on after the baby's born. We ended up buying Insanity, and I tell you what, I could barely do the workouts. So Insanity been out for a while. So when T25 came out, we actually jumped on board with that. And the thing I really liked about T25 was the shorter workouts. I having a kid, I got another baby on the way, and I travel a lot for work. I really didn't have a lot of time to dedicate a full 60 minutes to some of the workouts. So the thing I really like about T25, first of all, and P90X3, quite frankly, is the half an hour or under time limit. That's a huge value to me. And kind of jump back to the Insanity story. We actually ended up completing Insanity after our son Landon was born. So we got through those workouts, but initially, mentally, it was very, very taxing to think, hey, I got to commit 45 minutes for a shorter workout, up to an hour for some of the longer ones. They're fun every now and then to go back and do them, but I tell you what, just knowing that you can do even two T25 workouts during that time period, or P90X3, is equivalent of one, the length at least of an Insanity workout. Getting into the review section, the things I really like about T25, first of all, is Shaun T as an instructor. So you got to take a look at what type of personality is going to motivate you more. Tony really gets into kind of like funny stories, and he's just a little bit goofy. Shaun T is a lot more of just kind of focused, and he really motivates me and my wife when we're actually doing our workouts. If you take a look at who's your host or who's your coach in these videos, just off the bat, I prefer Shaun T. I just think he connects better with me, and I just feel like I can take coaching better from him. When you're taking a look at one system or the other, you got to figure out whose system is going to motivate you more. So for myself and my wife, it's Shaun T's system does motivate us a little bit more. I do find that with T25, it's a lot more. You've got the three stages with T25. You got alpha, beta, and gamma. And if you only have alpha and beta and you haven't tried gamma yet, it's a different system. If you didn't buy it altogether, it's my favorite. When we actually go back and do it, we don't really do alpha anymore. We'll just do beta and gamma as a cycle. And I tell you what, the workouts you get from it, a lot of people will say, I don't get enough weights in with T25. It's too cardio based, and it's this and it's that. The weights that you see them doing on the show, some of the guys are, they're doing, 5 or 10 pound weights when you're doing the upright rows and all those other movements. You don't have to do that. You can do 25 or 40 pounds and really focus more on building, the muscle definition. I know Shaun T talks about that in the shows. He said, if you're a guy, and you want to get more bulky muscle, you can definitely increase your weights. Well, quite frankly, it's really easy to do. Just get some heavy resistance bands if you don't have weights, or go out and go and buy some weights at your local gym store. You can get them. It's usually about $1 a pound, so it is kind of expensive. If you're trying to buy 50-pound dumbbells, you're probably going to spend around $100 for a set of those. But you don't really have to go up to 50-pound weights for do those. You'll get a plenty of a good workout, especially when you're doing those shimmies, those 90-degree holds that they have you do. Those will really burn if you're doing. I'm a pretty strong guy, and you can do 20 pounds at that, and your shoulders are gonna be ripped up. So one thing is, people will say T25 is just all about the cardio. It doesn't work on your muscle as much. If you change your paradigm, change your thinking of it, if you just increase your weights, you're gonna get a really, really good shoulder workout. So my traps have gotten quite a bit bigger. My shoulders have got pretty good muscle definition. My arms now from doing T25. So all you do is just increase the weights on there, and you'll be okay. So for P90X3, we did that a while ago, and it's a great system. I really like it. It's really, really intensive, and they focus a lot on your back. So a lot of pull-ups, and I figured the main benefit for me was when we did P90X to begin with, you got to install something on your door jamb or screw it into your ceiling or whatever to really focus on, the pull-ups and whatnot. So, not that I dislike Tony Horton, I just really prefer Shaun T's system, and I really would prefer to just do T25 to really kind of bulk up and add more muscle. His movements are more muscular based. They both do incorporate a lot of whole body movements, multi-joints, deadlifts, squats, and things like that, and not just isolation movements. So I think if you're looking at a whole muscular development system, you really want to add muscular weight, and you're not really worried about getting as much of a cardio workout. Now with P90X3, you're definitely going to get a good cardio workout compared to P90X, because you're basically taking those same types of movements. Now he's got different stuff in there, but your same philosophy of multi-joints and making sure you're not just doing strictly isolation movements, so you're getting a better workout. He'll take what happened in P90X and basically condense it. So the pace of what you're moving is faster at least, maybe not quite as fast as far as cardio as T25 is, but if you check your pulse, if you're doing P90X versus P90X3, you're going to definitely notice that your heart rate's up, you're going to burn more calories just simply because you're at an elevated heart rate. So it depends really which one's right for you. It just frankly depends on what kind of results you're looking for. If you're looking to cut up quick, there's really no substitute for high intensity interval training, which is really what T25 is all about. And they have some, they definitely have some weight stuff in there. You're going to find it a little bit more with beta and gamma especially, because Shaun T says it's all about putting the muscles in the spots you want it to be. It's all about getting ripped. With P90X3, it's much more weight intensive or weight centric, whatever you want to say. So it just depends. So if you're looking to, you've got a couple weeks and you really want to cut up, I would definitely go do T25. And it is a shorter cycle than the P90X stuff. So it's just really strictly up to you as far as what you want to look. If you want to look more cut up and leaner, that's really the look. You take a look at the people that are on their videos. T25 people are a little bit leaner, less bulky. The P90X3 people are still obviously very lean. They just have a little bit more defined muscle. So both systems are fantastic, and I highly recommend anything that Beachbody does. Their production value and what they put out. It's great, from their nutrition to the people that are up on there. It's very motivating. So it's not a definitive, hey, you need to do this one because one is way better than the other one. It's strictly, what type of look are you going for? Who's going to motivate you? And what you feel is really just better. So, there's a lot of different clips on, if you haven't purchased the system before yet, there's a lot of different clips on YouTube that will actually show you which system, which is the clips from each one. So you can see, hey, here's 5 minutes of Shaun T's T25. Here's 5 minutes of Tony Horton's P90X3. So that'll kind of help you get an idea of what the tone and what's the content that's going to be on there. So hopefully this review helps, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.